Right now at 11, a pit stop takes a turn as a thief tries to steal a car while the driver's filling up the tires. Also tonight,
we're talking about life and death.
A major change for those calling 911 in Washington County, why they're switching up service for the first time in 25 years. And local seniors fight to stay in their homes.
It's like they've forgotten us.
Why the housing that's been affordable for decades is about to see a sudden hike. Then later, honoring heroic pets.
Knowing that I have more time here because of Rusty feels really magical.
KGW News at 11 starts right now. Good evening, and we begin with the calm before the storm from the top of the Rose City and the view from our Wells Fargo sky camera as we get ready for yet another blast of winter. So let's get straight to Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino tonight. Matt, one, what is the timing looking like? And two, how much snow is coming?
You know what? It's still looking like our best opportunity for getting snow will be about this time tomorrow night. But if you've been outside or if you haven't been outside in a while, it feels cold out there. It's down to 39 at the airport, but I've seen temperatures as low as about 33 in parts of the metro area. So yes, it is chilly. Now, we haven't had much precipitation at all, rain or snow in the valley tonight. We're getting rain shadow by the Coast Range a bit. You see there are some snow showers in the Coast Range, even out at the coast, some snow still snowing up on the mountain there too. But there's more to come out here, and we're going to see a shift because we have that strong onshore flow right now. That's going to become an east wind tomorrow, and as long as we have the moisture around, we get that east wind. That's going to be our best chance for snow, and it may end up being down around Salem where they get an inch or two of snow, and we end up with just a dusting, or not very much at all here in the Portland area. That's totally a possibility. But what is certain is that it's going to get very cold on Thursday and especially Friday morning as the sky clears out. So more on the snow potential a little bit later. David, back to you.
And stay with us this week for continuing coverage of this blast of winter. We're going to have the latest forecasts and snow totals as this all happens on air on KGW.com, on our app, and streaming on KGW+. Let's get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now, including an attempted carjacking recorded by a surveillance camera in the Hazel Dell neighborhood. Now, a man stops to fill his tires with air. You see him there at the AM/PM on Northeast 7th Avenue. And that is when someone walks up, climbs into the driver's seat, and then tries to take off. There is more here. The driver does not let him go. He climbs into the passenger seat. The car backs up. Police say the two punched each other inside the vehicle. Eventually, the suspect makes a run for it. Authorities tried to track him down with a canine. They could not find him. Anyone with information has to call the Clark County Sheriff's Office. The man at the center of a police standoff that led to an apartment fire in North Portland appeared in court today. Brent Lusted is charged with arson, unlawful use of a weapon, and menacing after a string of events unfolded Friday in the St. John's neighborhood. Neighbors say Lusted threw things off a balcony, then eventually lit a fire. Police also initially thought he fired a gun inside that apartment. They couldn't find evidence of that, but did, they say, recover a BB gun. And take a look at these alleged dog nappers. They are accused of pilfering pugs in two different incidents at the Critter Cabana in Wilsonville. The first was back on January 29th, a man in a gray hoodie and a woman with red hair. They walked out without paying for a puppy, and then there was another 4 days later. The right side, police say a bald man and a woman with black and pink hair took another pug. If you recognize them, you're asked to call the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office. Well, the big changes tonight in Washington County for anyone calling for medical help, and that is because leaders are set to scrap their current ambulance service and replace it with a competitor. Catherine Cook's in the newsroom tonight. Catherine, what's behind the decision?
Well, David, it's part of Washington County's ongoing effort to update and improve their emergency medical system. But it also comes after public records showed that Metro West wasn't meeting county benchmarks. Now it appears AMR will get a shot.
Thank you, Commissioners. Any opposed? Thank you, Commissioner. The motion carries 3-1.
With that, Washington County Commissioners cleared the way to award American Medical Response a service agreement. They join Clackamas, Multnomah, and Clark counties, which already used the ambulance service. County officials say AMR's proposal scored highest, beating out Falk, which serves in Salem, and Metro West, which had been serving Washington County since 1997. Commissioners say they took the months-long process seriously.
You know, we're talking about life and death, and these services matter.
It's why county officials say they've long wanted to update and improve their emergency medical services, opting for a centralized dispatch system, one that would allow them to share information between the ambulance provider, fire departments, and 911. The new agreement would also track new response metrics like clinical outcomes, in addition to response times.
We have information about how our communities have changed.
Washington County requires ambulances to respond on time to 911 calls at least 90% of the time. Public records show Metro West fell short of meeting that benchmark in recent years, dropping to around 83% in 2021. In June, a Metro West spokesperson cited staffing issues throughout the healthcare industry as the reason.
I would say that staffing has been a big issue, definitely, along with call volume, the types of patients, with the surges in COVID. There's a lot of different factors that come into play there.
Metro West is an Oregon-based company. AMR is a national corporation. Operations manager Robert McDonald says that will have an immediate impact.
We're going to be able to get the ambulances needed brand new. That's really hard to do in this industry right now with supply chain issues. We're going to bring all new equipment.
As for personnel, McDonald suggested those currently employed by Metro West may still have a future serving Washington County with them.
Ideally, we'd like to engage them early and often. We want to be able to show them what it would look like at AMR when we come over. We really want to see them in our uniforms doing the work for us.
In a statement to KGW, Metro West said they were disappointed with the board's decision and will appeal it. If negotiations go as planned, the county says AMR will take over service this summer. David, back to you.
Catherine Cook in the newsroom. Thank you, Catherine. A new report is out showing what many have noticed in downtown Portland. More businesses leaving and fewer people coming in. So the report is from the Portland Business Alliance and Downtown Portland Clean and Safe. It shows foot traffic downtown is down 50%. That's from 2019, so pre-pandemic. The report also has the Rose City's job growth taking a hit from pre-pandemic levels, with surrounding areas in Clark, Washington, and Clackamas counties now seeing higher job growth. So the report also found there is a total of 8 million square feet of vacant office space in Portland's Central City. And speaking of challenges facing the Rose City, we have an update tonight in Portland's homeless crisis, including confirmation from the mayor's office that they are looking at, quote, numerous locations around the city for new sanctioned camping sites. So one of those potential sites, again, potential, is an empty lot at Northeast Gleason near 90th. It is right next to Columbia Christian School. That's a pre-K through 12th grade private school with 300 students. And the principal said the city hasn't been in touch.
The overarching concern would be the safety and welfare of children, and that is our utmost concern.
Well, the mayor's office says the Montevilla location is not a high priority site. It is unclear exactly what they mean by that.